Hi. Hey, I'll show you how easy it is to make a furnace. I've got a short piece of 3-inch schedule 40 pipe, my TS8000 Bernz-O-Matic torch, air propane, and I've got a little crucible, Lico crucible with a chunk of silver in it. So I'm going to go ahead and position a little piece of silver in the crucible. Just set that right in there. Going to light my pilot light. Got the torch lit. See if I can do any better on it. It's a piece of 3-inch pipe, a piece of ceramic wool, Kaowool. It's sitting on a brick of castellite, 3,000 degrees. So anyway, what I did with this prior to getting the camera was I put a carbon graphite mold in there and it literally poured itself. I'll get a video of it too. I'm going to melt this silver down and then I'll take it out of the crucible, put it in the mold, and I'll heat the mold up. Put my thermocouple down in there. Actually just swung by 1,000. 14, 15, 16, 17. Earlier I had it over 2,000. Definitely does the trick. Oh, there goes silver. No time at all. Quick. Alright, I'll get the silver out of there and I'll use this to do a mold to where it melts it directly in the mold. I got several of the people that buy from me that don't use crucibles. They just buy my molds and then do the silver right in them. I'll be back. Okay, I put the mold down in the bottom. It's just a little rectangle mold. I know. Lit the torch. That's the set. That's my TS8000. What you'll notice here is the graphite takes way longer to get hot. But what it does different than the fused silica is as the one edge gets hot, the whole thing gets hot. So it transfers the heat throughout. got about a dozen of these little pieces of pipe. I ought to make some little furnaces and sell them, because they sure work quick. That's over an ounce of silver that's in there, so it's going to probably take a bit to melt. Mold's starting to get red. Gonna have to get up verging on yellow before we see much happen. But this is just a Bernz-O-Matic TS8000. You can buy them at the hardware store. The other port, this is how I end up using it. This was that HT version, plastic handle, that lasted about a week. And then the trigger wouldn't latch on, which makes it useless for playing with little mini furnaces and that. But anyway, this here works out pretty good. The mold's coming up on kind of an orange. I really shouldn't speak because I'm colorblind. I can see some color, I just don't know exactly what it is. And like I said, that's a big chunk of silver. Yeah, the mold's coming up, getting a little bit more towards yellow than it is anything else. That silver will just start to go any minute now. The disadvantages to doing this way, where you do it right in the mold unless you've really got clean silver. You don't want to use borax or that or fluxes on your mold, because it's going to turn to glass and it will stick to the graphite, and then well, I've broken several molds trying to get the silver out of them. There she goes, starting to melt. And it's made a nice little ingot, so I don't care if I... contaminated, but I'm going to go put it in the pickle anyway. I'll go on pause right now. There's the ingot. I haven't made it over the pickle pot yet. A little bit of flux stuck to it and what have you, but other than that, not too bad. I'll go pickle it. Well, the pickle worked pretty good. Took a lot of the flux off. Like I said, my pickle's contaminated. I need to make new, but anyway. Didn't take much more than a piece of pipe and a little Kaowool and a graphite mold, TS8000, and you're off making ingots. Well, that's enough for today. Better go get busy.